The town of Shawsville experienced quite a scare this morning when a Norfolk-Southern train derailed just outside of town. Several cars left the track on a hill overlooking the town, but no one was hurt.
10 News reporter Taj Simmons has been on the scene all day and is live in Shawsville with the very latest. So Taj, what's it like out there?
Well, Lindsay, Brittany, the scene is a lot different now than it was when we first got here. The red and blue lights of first responders and emergency management are gone. And in its place are cranes. They're starting to fire this one up and move it out of the way. Heavy equipment and amber lights have taken its place. Now, it's a big mess for these crews to clean up, but from the people I've talked to that are experiencing these, it could have been much, much worse.
I just heard a big, cling.
Alice Austin woke up to the sound of chaos across the street from her house.
I'm shaking. I'm still very nervous. I mean, I've been here 5 years and I haven't never seen nothing like this.
This train jumped the rails and left 8 empty train cars teetering on the edge of disaster, but they never strayed far from the track.
I think it was a blessing that the cars didn't go any further than they did.
Montgomery County Emergency Manager Neil Turner said the train had been stopped for mechanical problems before the derailment.
Once the mechanical failure was fixed and the train was ready to pull out, as they started to move, the cars derailed.
A handful of nearby residents and businesses were forced to evacuate after the accident, including Austin.
Every 15, 20 minutes, a train comes. And when it comes through, it's right out my windows.
She says she feared this could happen, but is still trying to believe a train came loose so close to her home.
I'm thinking now, it's like, do I want to stay up here? Because the train, you could hear that train where I live. That train, I hate that train.
Rail train is still there. You can see the end of it right there. But Norfolk-Southern has gotten the other trains moving again. You saw it in that last clip. However, the cleanup crew is going to be here deep into the night to get that other train off of the tracks. For now, live in Shawsville, Taj Simmons, 10 News, working for you.